Recognized.
Thank you. Members of the Senate, I'll be brief because my voice is hoarse, but Senator from Kershaw, I've been victimized by dark money. An anonymous mailer got mailed out to several thousand people. I've received over 1,000 phone calls this morning in regard to a mailer about a pot party that
hold on, Senator from Buford. We will not continue to y'all show a little senatorial courtesy or to some of the order in the court.
Okay. But just in regard to dark money, and one of the things I think people in the past have talked about when it came to dark money, Senator Florence, I know you've talked about it, is that no one puts their name to it, no one stands behind it, nobody is held accountable. So I just want to let y'all know unequivocally and in as strong a terms as I can that this is false, because I could never get women like this to attend a party of mine. And it's, no matter how much marijuana I might have had, no matter where it might have been, this could never have happened. And so I just wanted to share that with you and to let you know that the Medical Affairs Subcommittee continues its work. I want to present this body with the opportunity to consider at some point what I think will be fairly characterized as the most socially conservative, strictly regulated medical cannabis bill in the country, one that has a very tightly defined universe of debilitating conditions. It's not going to be open-ended so that you can prescribe it or authorize it for any use. It has a very strict requirement that there be an inpatient physician-patient diagnosis that's made. There has to be a written authorization by the physician that it's a qualifying condition. The process of growing, processing, and dispensing, we have looked at the 33 states that have legalized this for medical and have incorporated the best practices in all those states so that at every step of the process, we know where the cannabis is. We have made it a felony to divert cannabis obtained for recreational, ostensibly for medical, turning it to recreational. That's a felony. We have incorporated the best technology, seed-to-sale tracking technologies, to make sure you know where it is at all times. I want this bill to be something that's reflective of what South Carolinians want. And if you look at poll after poll, what they show is they want to empower physicians. They want physicians to give cannabis to patients who they think it can benefit. But what South Carolinians don't want is recreational use. And so the challenge on my part has been to come up with a bill that's reflective of those two seemingly differing ideas, but they're really not differing, because the science in regard to this is now overwhelming. In January 2017, the National Academy of Sciences, the premier scientific journal in the United States, reviewed 10,000 abstracts and concluded that there's conclusive proof, the highest degree of proof, that cannabis has medicinal properties to help individuals with neurological disorders, epilepsy, Parkinson's, cerebral palsy, Crohn's disease, cancer. So remember, what I'm trying to do here is come up with a carefully drafted bill that allows doctors to give relief to patients who need it, but that also draws that bright line against recreational use that I'm convinced that South Carolinians want drawn. And a lot of work's being done, and I know there's some impatience in the grassroots community about how a bill hasn't emerged yet, but I'm mindful that the work needs to take place in the subcommittee, and all these things need to be looked at, and I need to be in a position to answer questions when it finally gets to this floor. So that's my work, and when that's all done, Senator from Kershaw, I will set a time and place for this party. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Bottom of page 4, S18, special order. Amendments are on the desk. Senator from Clarendon.